And that's what I mean that large schools can kind of brute force a lot of problems that face band programs. Let's take a look at another area, funding. Say you really need a Barry sax, and they're about $10,000. Well, if your entire school has 500 people, if you do like a candy bar fundraiser or something like that, you're probably not going to get $10,000. You might get a couple $1,000, but you're not going to get $10,000. You're going to have to do several different fundraisers and reach out to several avenues in the community for fundraising. However, if your school has 1,200 people, you could do a candy bar fundraiser and make bank. You probably have that $10,000 by the end of the month. Just having more people creates more fundraising opportunity. When you work in a small school, the students in your band tend to do everything. You may have kids in your band who are on the football team, on the dance team, on the cheerleading squad, on the debate team. They're doing all the clubs and after-school activities, and that kind of limits what you're able to schedule and when. So if you're at a small school, how do you still be successful, and how do you still have a really good band? Well, to that, I would present you with the Bath County High School Marching Band. This school has about 40 kids per grade level. There's just shy of 200 kids in their whole school, I think. And their marching band has like 90 people. So more than half the school is in marching band. If you go and watch their games, you'll see football players on the field at the halftime show. You'll see cheerleaders out there with their saxophone at the halftime show. The kids from all the other activities and groups are still able to do the band. And the band sounds really great. I got to judge them this year, and they were an absolute delight to listen to. So how do you do that? Well, you can't look at it like the same way you look at a larger school. In fact, if you went to a larger school and you find yourself teaching in a small school, you're going to have a mentality change because you can't run it like you ran the big school. In a small school, you have to be way more flexible with your schedule. So I think at Bath County High School, I think they have marching band practice once a week, which isn't ideal, but the kids are also doing football practice and cheerleading practice and all the other clubs and all the other things. So they find a way to make it work, and they still have a really high quality, great sounding band. Now, would they be able to do more if they could practice for 3 or 4 days a week? Sure, they'd probably be able to play harder music and more complex shows and whatever, but they have found a way to have a really successful product that the kids love and enjoy and that the community loves and enjoys by altering their schedule to allow for some of those conflicts to be resolved. Now, I interviewed their band director, Mindy Hooker, and another friend of mine, Karen Doyle, on one of my podcast episodes, Success in Small Schools. You should go check it out because it's loaded with information that is really helpful in learning how to take a small school and have an amazing band program. How many kids does your school have per grade level? Let us know in the comments below. Drop a like and a follow, and I'll see you for part 2, where we talk about scheduling.